Oh, so it just, all right, it cuts right to it. Whatever. Everything's pretty okay.
Welcome to the gym here for the game between First Baptist Christian School girls and Slippery Rock Homeschool Group. If you'll join me in standing, we'll have a word of prayer. We'll play our national anthem, and then we'll get the game underway this afternoon. Let's pray. Lord, we thank you for the day that you blessed us with. Thank you for the opportunity we have. Lord, tonight, I pray for these young ladies and all that they'll do on the court. I pray that you help them and bless them, Father, for the effort that they put in this season. I pray to keep from injury. I pray for the coaches. I pray for wisdom there. Father, I pray that it be a help to their team, for the referees. And Lord, I pray that everything is done this gym tonight will honor and please you. I pray that you just guide and direct even as we travel home later this evening. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Are we going to do starting lineups? We're just going to jump into the game. I'm going to say it's going to be the latter. I'm sorry if I keep banging the microphone. There's kind of a bar a lot closer to my head than I'm used to. So if I lean back, you'll hear a bagel, and that's going to be a thing throughout the game. All right, starting for the Panthers, we have Kana Severson, Mia Severson, Hannah Good, Jill Coover, and Juliana Toth. Panthers will be shooting left, First Baptist shooting on the right, and we'll have to wait up and see who the starting lineup is for First Baptist. In a couple of days. Here we go. Here we have number 10 Shannon, number 21 Aiden, number 20 Minji, number 15 Shelly, and then on the far left, number 1 Alyssa. Hannah's able to get that jump ball up to Kana. Kana outside that left wing gets this one over to Juliana back at the point, bobbled up. Minji there to say hello, bouncing this one over towards that right side is Toth over to Mia. Mia able to find Kana inside that three-point line, shoots that one up, hits the right side of the rim and trickles down. White ball remains in the offensive zone. Hannah looks at Kana, gets a shot off on this one. Not able to sink that one down is the shooter of Kana. Minji able to pick up that rebound and taking this one out for the blue team towards the right. Panthers wearing the white, First Baptist in the blue. Minji towards that right side. Number 10, Shannon, looking for any opportunity. Bounces this one over to number 15 with a shot. Hits a little too high on that backboard and comes down to the hands of Kana. Kana gets this one up to Mia. 7:20 remaining in this first quarter of play. Minji there to challenge her up throughout her journey down the court. Able to find Kana down inside that right wing. Gets this one inside the key. Shot goes up by Jill and scores. 2-0. Panthers take the first 2 points of this first chapter of play. Here's Minji getting that over towards that right side. Back over to Minji, out to the point it goes. To the right wing once again with that shot. Hits that shelf, comes down, bobbles off Mia's hand. Hannah keeps that one alive. Running after this one, getting possession is Mia, goes over to Kana. Called for the travel, and will be coming back blue ball in the offensive zone. 6:44 remaining in this first quarter of play. 2-0 Panthers in the lead. Aiden inbounds this one to Minji. Minji looks to that left side, but there's Mia to get a hand on that one. Stopped at the half-court line, tries to find Hannah. Hannah back over to Mia. Mia settling things down for the girls in white. Tries to find Kana with that one, but Alyssa bobbles that one. Looks like out of bounds it goes. White ball in the offensive zone. Juliana going to be there to inbound it for the Panthers. Bouncing this one to Mia outside that right wing and between the defensive presence of Minji and Alyssa. Alyssa staying on her back like someone hiking through the mountains has a backpack on theirs. Kana back out top to Mia. Mia taking her time, dribbling out towards the point. Goes off of a foot. It's going to go down. Minji's going to look to pick this one up. Bobbled around. Mia able to pick this one up as it goes off a blue contact, able to be legalized. Timeout by the Panthers as Kana drives down. We're going to have a 30-second timeout. Sorry, I keep bumping the bar behind me. So right off the bat, Panthers and Eagles trying to capitalize on each other's mistakes. Any shot can go in as long as you put enough thought into it. Calm yourself. Any rush shot most likely will not be taken into effect in the scoring. Coach Toth just didn't like something he saw out there in the course, so decides it's better to stop play than to make a mistake that could result in the opponent getting a point out of it. Every inch counts in these kind of games. Looks like we'll be ready to rock and roll. Panther ball towards that half-court line. Juliana there into Mia. Finds Kana inside the zone. Able to get that one over to Jill. Jill back out to Kana. Kana with a shot. And scores. Able to bring this game up to 4-0. Here's Minji coming down. Finds Alyssa on that left side. Trickles off her hands and out of bounds it falls. It'll be a Panther ball in their own defensive zone. Juliana here to inbound the ball. Looks down the court rather than back in her own defensive zone. Finds Kana. Kana with the alley-oop over to Jill. Jill with a shot. Not quite able to butter the biscuit on that one, and it falls out of bounds off of Jill. Aiden here to inbound this one. Finds Minji. Minji bringing this one out. 5:19 remaining in this first quarter of play. Jacob Good there in the crowd trying to get the crowd sparked up. It's as dead as a lima bean on Sunday morning in here. Hannah able to gain the possession of that rebound. Looks over towards that right side of the court for any daylight. Cuts back towards the left. Hannah able to get this one up to Juliana. Juliana eyed up by Alyssa. Alyssa there to say hello. Gets it over to Mia. Mia on that right wing. Gets that one between the legs of Kana and into the hands of Shannon. Down to Minji. Minji takes this one into the zone. Trickles off of a defensive hand and out of bounds. 4:49 remaining in this first quarter of play. Panthers at 4. Eagles at, they remain scoreless as of right now. Looks like the ball went off of the hand of Shannon and out of bounds. Juliana throws out one up for all it's worth. Mia there to gain possession after a short while. Kana has it now, bringing this one down the stretch. Stops, finds Jill. Aiden able to steal that one away. Over to Minji it goes. Minji taking her time. Looks at left side. Able to find up Alyssa. Trickles out of bounds. And it will remain blue ball. Aiden here to inbound. Finds Minji. Able to find Shannon on that right side. Down low, Shelley with a shot. And scores! Able to find 2 points to tack on and break that goose egg. 4-2 as the score. Goes off the hand of Alyssa and out of bounds is the call deemed by the ref. Juliana here to inbound in the own defensive zone. Eagles looking to throw a full court press onto the Panthers. Hannah able to fight away Shelley to get possession of that one. Chucks that rock down the court to Kana. Over to Jill. Jill bobbles that one up, but after a short while gets the shot off. Not able to score on that one. Coming down with this one, Shelley in trouble. Able to find Minji. Just a little bit of breathing room, and will take her time down the court. She goes. Minji to the right side. Finds Shannon. Bounces this one down. Aiden trying to get a shot off on that one. Defensive hands everywhere. Kana able to gain possession off that shot block. And Mia with it now inside her own zone. Takes this one outside her own three-point line. Pressured up by Alyssa. Loses her dribble. Finds Kana down across that half-court line. Chucks this one down to Hannah past the defensive Aiden. Foul is called on Aiden, and it will be an inbound on the baseline of the Eagles zone. Kana gets the inbound. Shot goes up. Trickles around a few times. Hannah with the secondary shot. Not able to send that one home either. Third try. Not able to capitalize on that scoring chance. Kana with the fourth shot. Not able to score on that one either. Juliana gets this one out top of the dome. Finds Mia. Gets it over to Kana. Kana with a 2-point shot. just short of the requirements to get it in. Aiden comes down with the rebound, and it will be coming out blue ball. 6 shot attempts, and it still remains a 2-point game. Shannon with a 3-point shot. Not quite able to score on that one. Comes down with this one is Hannah. Hannah brings this one out with haste on that right side of the court. Finds the 3-point line and stops up. Gets this one out to Juliana. Juliana over to Mia on that right side. It would bounce this one down, swatted away by Alyssa, and it falls out of bounds. Panther ball in the offensive zone. 2-point differential, 2:48 remaining in this first quarter of play, and we do have a substitution. Maria comes onto the court, and Alyssa takes the bench. Juliana bouncing this one down to Kana. Kana drives in that right side of the court, trying to get inside the key. Loses her dribble. Jump ball is called between Aiden and Kana. It will be a blue ball coming out of their own end. Substitution for the Panthers. Cassandra Eisler comes onto the court, and looks like Kana's going to take a breather on the bench. Here comes Minji out of her own zone. A little bit of a bobbling action. It comes up white ball. Juliana gets the pass for Mia. Heads over towards that right side of the court. Throws this one up for all it's worth, but Shelly's there to intercept that one. Able to get this one back. Mia's there to break apart that play. Juliana tries to throw this one into the offensive zone. Here's Jill with it now on that right side. Cuts back out towards that front side. Pressured up by a few blue arms. Finds Kana. Kana with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Goes off Shelly. Kana able to pick that one up. Tries to get over towards that right side. Finds Mia outside that 3-point line. Maria's there and as present as ever. Down the baseline goes Kana with the ball. Able to bounce this one over to Jill. Jill out towards inside that right wing. Not able to score on that one. Comes down to the white hands of Juliana. Juliana bounces that one in. But it will be 3 seconds inside the key. She might have thought that the volleyball line was the foul shot line, and that might have been the mistake made there. But who's to say? Bree comes onto the court, and Shelly's going to go onto the bench and regain a little bit of her lung. 1:50 remaining in this first quarter of play. Panthers have a 2-point advantage. It's only 1 shot difference here. Over and back is called as Minji makes contact with that one. Panther ball at the half-court line. Here's Juliana with it now. Taking a look around, finds Kana down that right side. Aiden there to say hello on that baseline. Kana gets a little bit of separation. Shot goes up, not quite able to score on that one. Cassandra tips that one back into the middle, and coming out with this one is Shannon, and decides to hand this one off to Minji. Minji into the offensive zone she goes. Heads over towards that right side. Shannon with a shot. Scores! Beautiful 3-point shot. Takes the lead away from the Panthers. Mia bringing this one out for the Panthers. Able to find Kana on the inbound, or on the pass. Juliana comes up with that one. Over to Jill it goes. Jill on that left wing, pressured up by Bree. Jill heads towards that point, loses her dribble, finds Kana inside the 3-point line. Looking to bounce this one over to Juliana, able to do so. Juliana with a shot, goes over the top of the backboard and falls down. It hit the top part of the backboard, being deemed out of bounds. And thusly, it will be an inbound for the blue team on their own baseline. Just under 1 minute remaining in this first quarter of play. Minji bringing this into the offensive zone. 1-point advantage to the girls in blue. Shannon out top to Minji it goes. Over towards that left side, back out top to the point. Able to throw that one inside the key. Gets that one down to Aiden. Aiden with a shot. Not able to get enough mustard on that one to get it above the rim. Going to say it landed out of bounds. And we got a substitution for First Baptist. Sonny's going to go onto the court, and Aiden's going to take a seat on the bench. Got a full court press on the Panthers inbound on their own baseline. Juliana able to throw that one into Kana. Kana pressured up by Marie, but able to get past her. Gets past Sonny with a shot. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Hits the top part of the backboard. Goes down to Shannon. Here comes Maria out the other way for the girls in blue. Bobbling that one a little bit. Losing possession to the Panthers. 27 seconds remaining. Minji able to pick off that pass. Able to find Shannon. Mia's there to say hello over to Maria. Gets that one over to Sonny. Sonny fakes a shot. Gets that one swatted away by Mia. Shannon there getting a hand on that one, but bobbled around a few more times. Goes off Bree's foot over to Sonny. Now Shannon with the shot goes up. Hits the rim, comes down. Cassandra comes up with it. Over towards that right side she goes. Loses control of that one. Falls out of bounds. Blue ball in the offensive zone. 9 seconds remaining. What a ball game is going on in front of us today. Sorry, my throat is as dry as the Sahara Desert currently. Minji able to get this one over to Maria. I'll keep the scoreboard inside of the shot. Goes off Maria. Minji. Mia able to swat that one away, and it looks like that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. 4 for the Panthers, 5 for the Eagles. We got a 1-minute intermission, so what's the point of switching you over to the intermission screen? I'll just fill it with whatever gibberish I can possibly find that would fill a 1-minute section. Previously, I did not have number 15's name on the First Baptist team, so for those of you who have watched that last broadcast, I called her Michael Jackson. I cannot explain to you where that came from, but I remember there was one basketball game, or perhaps it was a volleyball game. It was a volleyball game in the preseason tournament at the First Baptist gym. I did not know her name, so I henceforth called her the first name that came to my mind, and that was Michael Jackson. And ever since, if there is not a name on the score, on the roster I'm given for commentary, I will therefore call them Michael Jackson. Whether their gender is male or female, it's not specific to one or the other. So she got that, but today we'll call her by her name, even though I'm doing a 45-degree slant with the camera. That probably wasn't the most professional thing you've ever seen in your life, but okay. That was a good minute, Gabe. Good job. All right, I'm a little loud, so I'm gonna turn myself down. I've just now picked this up. All right, this is my normal talking range. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Panthers able to inbound this one over to Mia. Mia looks to that right side. Kana picks this one up outside that right wing into Hannah. Able to shot. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one as there's a little bit too much mustard, a little too high on that shot. Kana able to draw that foul on 1-0 on the arm. That looks to be Shannon. Kana gets a shot for 2. First record didn't quite make it to the moon. Serenity shot hits that shelf, bobbles around a bit, and falls out of the fishbowl. Shannon able to pick that one up to Alyssa. It goes. Alyssa stops on her own side of the court, finds Shelly. Shelly hits it, Juliana's foot. Juliana able to gain possession of that one. Jill there to take control. Shelly's there to say hello. A little bit trip over a flat surface, and that takes quite a lot of skill. Hannah there bringing that one to the offensive zone. Hannah there with the shot, able to send that one up, and home it goes. Lead goes back to the Panthers. 6-5 is the score. My excitement is the same excitement that's in the crowd because I don't like shouting on my own because that's kind of awkward. Minji able to get that over to that left side. Alyssa back out top to Minji. Shannon with a 2-point shot, tries to beam that one into the rim, but not able to send that one home. Jump ball is called, and it will be staying here, blue inbound on the Panthers baseline. Minji going to be the one inbounding that one, sporting the number 20 in the blue jersey. Able to get this one out to Shelly. Shannon with it now, pushed up by Hannah. Tries to bounce pass over towards that left side of the court, but picked up by the white hands of Mia. Mia over to Jill. Able to get that towards that right side. Kana with a shot, just too short, not able to get that above the rim. Secondary shot goes a little bit over, bouncing on each side of the rim, and then proceeding to fall out. Minji able to pick that one up and goes into the hands of Hazel. Hazel sporting number 24, senior for the first time out there on the court today. Shelly picking this one up, finds Shannon. Shannon with a 2-point shot, a little bit too far to the left. I'm going to blame that one on the wind. 6:31 on that clock, remaining in this first half of play. Panthers lead 6-5. Mia brings his one out, able to get a chuck the rock over towards Kana, but goes off a blue hand. It will remain white ball. My bad. I am not the referee. I don't say what goes, and it will be a blue inbound on their own baseline. Minji here to pick this one up from Shannon and brings this one out under her own volition. Minji looks right, finds Shannon once again, stops outside that right wing, finds Shelly in that right corner. Out top it goes. Minji gets that one back over towards that right side to the phantom player known as the Invisible Man. Aiden going to substitute on. Looks like Shannon's going to take a seat on the bench. And it will be a Panther inbound in the corner. Juliana gets this one into Hannah. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Goes out of the hands of Mia and trickles out of bounds. It'll be a white inbound around that half-court line. Juliana being the one to do so. Able to get that one down to Kana. Kana looking to take this one into the attacking zone. Mia across the court. It goes to Juliana, pressured up by Alyssa. Able to get that one over to Mia. Back over to Kana on that left side. Able to get inside the three-point line. Right outside that key. Able to find Mia over to Juliana on that right side. Swarmed by 3 defensive players, finds Mia on the right inner corner. It tries to bounce this one down, swatted away by both players with sporting the number 1. Kana lays down on that one. It's going to be called a jump ball, and it will remain a white ball. White ball in the offensive zone off to that right side of the out-of-bounds area. Juliana bounces this one into Mia. Pressured up by a few defensive players. Alyssa causes a jump ball to be called. Shannon's going to come onto the court. And they're going to call Shelley off the court. Blue inbound in their own defensive line on the left side of the court, just above that three-point line as a reference. Sunny comes onto the court. Minji's going to take a bit of a breather. And Aiden will receive that inbound. 5:25 remaining in this first half of play. Shannon at that point able to find Sunny. Sunny throws that one back into the middle for whoever wants it most, and that looks to be Jill. Gets that one over to Kana. I smell pizza, and I'm really hungry. So that's the first thing that's on my mind. Called for the travel, and it will be a blue ball at the half-court line. 5:09 remaining in this first half of play. Panthers at 6. Eagles at 5. Aiden inbounds this one over to Shannon. Shannon takes her time. Keeps her eyes forward. Gets that one over towards that left side. Sunny over to the left side even further. Not able to accept the pass is Alyssa. Panther ball on their own baseline. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Able to find Hannah. Hits the ground as it hits her hands and kind of just smugs that one against the ground. Hannah able to get that one far to Kana. Kana outside the three-point line gets it to Jill. Jill with the shot. A little too much straight up and down. Kana with the shot. Not able to send that one home. And it hits the backboard rim and then proceeds to the ground due to gravity. As it falls out of bounds, it will remain white ball. Juliana gets this one into Kana. Stripped away by Alyssa. Jump ball is called. It will remain white ball. Substitution, Bria will come onto the court. It looks like Hazel's going to take a seat on the bench. And we will proceed. Juliana gets this one in. Mia hugs that one against her knee. Jump ball is called. Coming out blue ball on the baseline. Cassandra Eisler is going to substitute onto the court in place of Kana Severson. And Shayna will bring this one out for the girls in blue. Miss Simmons letting her presence be known out in the crowd with that air horn. Thanks, Colby, for giving that to her, by the way. She loves that thing so dearly. Juliana able to get this one into Mia. Mia pressured up by Alyssa. Tries to get around her after a little while of trying to do so, able to do so. Mia on that right wing, pressured up by Alyssa. Gets this one down to Cassandra on that right inner corner. Cassandra loses possession of that one. Goes down to the hands of Aiden. Jill's there to say hello. Able to find Shannon with a pass. Shannon bringing this one down that right wing. With a little bit of fierceness in her footstep, finds Aiden. Aiden over towards that left side even further. Inside the three-point line with that shot. Not able to send that one home is Alyssa. Coming down to the hands of Hannah. Hannah bringing this one down. Only one to beat. Able to cut past her. Swatted away by Alyssa. And it will go out of bounds. We're going to stay off of Hannah. And it will be a blue inbound on the baseline of the Eagles zone. Shannon here with it now. Three-point shot. And scores! Beautiful shot by Shannon. That's her second three-point shot of the game. 6-8 is now the score in favor of the Eagles. Mia's pressured up by Alyssa, able to break free after a short while. Tries to cut back into the middle of the court as she meets Sunny. Alyssa brings this one away. 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Shot goes up, hits that rim, comes back down. Shannon and Juliana both run after that one. And Shannon's going to come up with that one. Hannah swats away that pass. Juliana able to gain possession of that one in the defensive zone. Sunny hounding her as ever. Shannon shot a little bit too much over that rainbow. Hannah bubbles that one up once. Goes down a little bit. I'm going to say it's blue ball. Got a timeout by the Panthers. We got a full timeout, so I got a minute to talk about whatever I feel like is worth talking about, even if it's nothing. There's going to be substitution. It sounds like Sunny's going to go onto the bench. Shelly's going to come on, as well as Maria. I'm not sure who else is going off the court, but if I can remember who stayed on, I will let you know so. I think the difference maker in this game is going to be that full court press by the First Baptist Eagles. That's going to be... It really makes an opponent nervous. I feel like more than anything, because you always have that. If one team doesn't and the other one, if one team plays with full court press and the other team does not, that's tilts the tables a little bit. And yeah, because right from the gate with the full court press, if you have that presence out there, it really pressures that defense, and sometimes you can convert a few points on that board. And as it looks right now, it's a close match. It's only a 2-point game. The Eagles are in the lead, 8-6. It's anyone's game. It's not even the second half yet, and it's been an exciting one so far. Low scoring, but as far as girls games go this season. It's pretty exciting. And that's the color commentary bit of the season. Let's jump back into things. Play-by-play is much easier. You just got to state the obvious and be a captain at it. Those of you who get that reference, my hand goes out to you. Aiden here to inbound this one, able to get that one over to Shelley with a shot a little bit too short for the liking of the rim. And it was a good thought, though. Panthers inbound on their own baseline. Looks like Juliana's going to be the one doing so. Not too many options to pass to in her own defensive zone. Mia able to find Kana. Kana going to bring this one out for the Panthers. Cuts back into the middle. Looks to chuck the rock back over to Mia. Mia inside the three-point line, cuts back out towards that right wing. Able to find Kana. Kana on that baseline, treads in, finds Cassandra. Shot goes up inside the key. A little bit too much on that one as it goes over the rainbow and out of bounds. 2:47 remaining in this second quarter of play. 2-point differential. And here comes Shannon out the other way. Shannon to that left side. Shot goes up by Aiden. Not able to score on that one. Mia able to get this one over to Kana. Kana bringing this one out high and mighty. Inside the key. Shot goes up. Scores! Tying up the ball game at 8. Oh, I'm realizing at the top of the screen it says first quarter. It is the second quarter of play. I'm just forgetful. Shannon over to Maria. Into Shelley's hands it goes. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Shelley with that rebound. Jill strips that one away. Jump ball is called. Panther ball on their own baseline. Juliana to inbound this one. Finds Kana, but Shelley tips that one away. Shelley down and low in the offensive zone. Shot goes up. Foul is called. 2 shots will be the result. We're going to call Juliana on the arm. Shelley's first hits that right rim and falls down to the ground. Hannigan's going to substitute in. Cassandra's going to take a seat on the bench. Shelley's secondary hits that shelf. Hits the shelf once again. It falls out. Kana there to pick that one up on the baseline. Trying to take this one out of her own key, outside her own three-point line. Finds Mia. Mia back over to Kana. Kana in the offensive zone, tries to push in that right wing, hits that baseline, tries to tread down there, but it meets Aiden. Hannah trying to fake that shot. First time, second time, bounces this one over to Kana. Kana with a shot. Not able to score on that one, not able to take the lead away. Goes off the fingertips of Hannah and falls out of bounds. Minji's going to take her spot on the court, and Bree will be voted off the island. 1:37 remaining in this second quarter of play. Shannon over to Minji. Back up top, Minji goes to quarterback the play. Looks to the left side, Maria over to Aiden. Back out top, Minji looks to the right side. Tipped away by Juliana. Shelley able to gain possession once again. Finds Minji back over to Shannon. Shannon bounces this one back over to Marie. Minji down low to Shannon. Or by down low, I mean right inside that three-point line. Jill able to pick away that offensive possession. Strips this one away from Shannon. Maria sends out one. Knocks the door open a little bit, and it will be a Panther inbound. Substitution onto the court comes Alyssa. Voted off to the island will be Maria. 1:08 remaining in this second quarter of play. My bad, I was thinking of the scoreboard that you see on top of your screen. That is incorrect. Jump ball is called. Blue ball on the baseline of the Panther zone due to a jump ball between Mia and Alyssa. The one inbounding this one will be the 21 in blue, Aiden. Aiden into Minji. Looks out top. Tipped away by Mia, but able to get a hand on that one. Alyssa, last point of contact, they're going to say it's white. 57.4 seconds remaining in this second quarter of play. Juliana going to be the one inbounding this one. Only one to get receive that pass is Mia over to Hannah. Hannah in the offensive zone finds Jill. Jill with a shot. Not quite able to score on that one. Comes down to the hands of Kana. Kana and Aiden's fight over that one. Kana comes down with that one. Shot goes up and takes the lead away. Or takes the lead for her team. 10-8 is the score. I guess it was a tie ball game. You can't really take the lead away from someone that doesn't have it. Minji coming out the other way. Finds Shannon on that right side. Shannon pressured up by Juliana. Gives it back over to Minji. On that left side, it travels to Alyssa. Swatted away by Mia, but regained is to Alyssa. Alyssa getting that ball back from Minji at the point. Aiden back out to Minji. On that right side, it goes over to Shannon. Or not Shannon, Shelley. Minji goes over towards that left side. Alyssa gives it back over to Minji at the point. Able to get this one over to Shannon. Shot goes up, not able to score. Hits herself, comes back down. Mia with it now. Mia takes this one over towards that right side. 10 seconds remaining. I'll keep the scoreboard and shot for you guys. Kane on that left side. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Tipped away. Coming out the other way, Shannon. Not able to get a shot off before the whistle is, or the buzzer goes off, and that'll be the end of the first half of play. 10 for the Eagles, 10 for the Panthers, 8 for the Eagles, and it's been a valiant effort so far. I'll throw you over to another screen so I can be more professional and stuff. Yeah, we'll be back in 8 minutes. See you then. Alrighty, looks like we're ready to rock and roll in period number 3 of this game. Panthers shooting to the right this time around. The Eagles shooting to the left. Kane able to get that inbound from Juliana. Takes this one down inside the zone. Stopped up by Bree. Out to Hannah. It goes on that right wing. Gets to the right inner corner. Shelly there to say hello. Kane able to gain possession over to me on that left wing. Finds Jill. Jill with the shot down towards the rim. Not able to score on that one. Kana with the shot. Get called for a 1-and-1. They're going to call this, jump ball, my bad. They'll be coming out blue ball. He signaled for the 1-and-1, and it confused me, and it was, things happened. All right, you get the picture. Minji over towards that right side. Maria not able to complete that pass. Shelly able to get it over to Aiden on that right wing, back over to Shelly. Aiden plays a little bit hot potato with each other, trying to kick this one back into play, going to get called for the ball making contact out of bounds, and it will be a white ball. White ball in the defensive zone. Juliana here to chuck this rock in. Goes off Shelly into the hands of Hannah. Sorry, I was a little too high on that one. I'm out of breath. I sprinted back. People like to talk a lot. Going to say that hits a silver lining on top of the rim, and it will, or on top of the backboard, my bad, and it will be deemed out of bounds. Minji able to get that to the right side, down to the right wing. Shelly gains possession. Shot goes up for 3. Not able to score as it hits the shelf. Comes off the hand of Jill. Off the defensive hand once more. Jill able to gain possession as it trickles around just a moment longer. Jill on that right wing, pressured up by Minji. Jill just going to try to push through. Tries to get that pass into the middle, but finds this one down the court even farther. Julian able to gain possession over to Mia. It goes on that left wing. Maria there to say hello against Mia. Mia stops up, loses that dribble, tries to get this one past Minji, but not able to go through a solid object. The defense able to pick this one off. Shelly here to bring this one out. Jill there trying to catch up to her to breathe down her neck a little bit and make her a little nervous. I'm going to say that ball's last contact was against a blue player, and it will be a white inbound in their own defensive zone. Juliana here to do so. Juliana able to find Mia in the defensive zone, pressured up by Minji. Mia trying to dance around the disco a few times. Mia pushing against the defense as hard as possible, finds Kana down in the offensive zone inside the key. Jill with the shot. Goes up and scores! Makes it a 12-8 game. And we got a good matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. Minute 50 elapsing by the time that point was made. And we'll be coming out the other way. Substitution is made for the First Baptist Eagles. Looks like Maria's going to take a seat on the bench, and Shannon will come onto the court. Julian able to pass this one into Mia. Mia able to get this one long over to Kana. Kana pressured up by Shelly as well as Minji. He finds Mia towards that left side of the court, able to get this one back over to Kana outside that point. Gets this one across the crease, goes off the fingertip of Aiden, goes off of Shannon. Kana keeps this one alive, goes over to Mia, able to get that one down to Kana. And Jill with the shot, not able to score on that one. Swatted away by the defense. Kana picks this one up, looking for options. Shot goes up, blocked away by Shannon with a beautiful defensive play, clean as a whistle. Kana fakes that shot, gets a little bit of separation. Shot goes up and scores! Holy smoke! That was faster than my brain could register. Oh, that was a beautiful play. Highlight reel material right there from Hannah Good. Minji able to get this one to Shannon on that right side, finds Shelly. Shelly pressured up by Kana, will fake the shot, able to get this one over to Shannon once again. Mia there to say hello, able to bounce this one out to the point to the right wing. It's past Shelly with the three-point shot. Bada bing, bada boom. It's a beautiful shot for 3. 14-11 is now the score, 3-point differential in favor of the Panthers. Mia going to bring this one out the other way. Pressured up by Shannon. Mia bouncing this one back into the middle. Minji able to get a hand, taking this one out the other way. Pressured up by 2 defensive players. Mia swats that one free. Shannon picks this one up where it lays. On the right side it goes, back over to Shannon. Shannon with 3. Not able to score on that one. Too far on the right side on that backboard. It hits, and it will come down to the hands of Kana. Kana finds Hannah on that left side. Tries to get that one back over into the middle, but Shannon's going to try to take that one away. Whistle is blown. Foul is called on Hannah. And it will be an inbound in the defensive zone for the girls in blue. Alyssa comes onto the court, and Bree's going to take a seat on the bench. Aiden's going to take that inbound into Minji. Minji takes her time, assesses the situation, goes to the left side. Alyssa with it now, back out top to Minji. Able to find Shannon. Shannon bouncing this one over to Shelly. Tries to get that one down to Aiden. Going to go off of Aiden and out of bounds. A little bit of contact was made between Hannah and Aiden. Hannah there to apologize and good sportsmanship, and we'll take the inbound from Juliana. Hannah tries to take this one through the full court press. herself, able to shoot this one down to Jill. Jill able to pick this one up in the offensive zone, pressured up by Aiden, able to get this one back out top of Juliana and simmer things down. 4:08 remaining in this third quarter of play. Able to get this one over to Hannah. Hannah with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Rebound goes to Minji, handing this one over to Shelly. Shelly bringing this one out with a bit of speed in her footstep. Pressured up by Kana, slows her progress down a little bit. Mia swipes at that one, but not able to take that one for herself. Minji at the point gives it over towards that left wing, back over to the point. On that right wing, the pass goes. Shannon there to pick that one up, stops for a three-point shot. A little bit too much mustard on that one, comes down to the hands of Jill. Jill pressured up by Alyssa. I say this one went off of Jill and out of bounds. It's going to be a white timeout, 30-second timeout for the Panthers. Sorry, there's a beam there. 3:36 remaining in the third quarter of play. Panthers lead 14-11. Miss Simmons is trying to get the Panther crowd fired up as usual. We didn't see her too much in the volleyball season, but she was missed, as you can hear by the crowd. Thank you, Miss Simmons, for giving me something to talk about for those 30 seconds. It's always awkward because I don't have any analysis on the game. As soon as something happens, I forget about it and move on to the next thing. As a play-by-play commentator, color commentators don't have to talk as much, and they can, look into the depth of the plays. But I'm no Superman, as the song says. Alyssa able to get this one up with a shot, not able to score on that one. Secondary shot by Shelly, not able to send that one home either. Rebound comes down to the hands of Shelly. Shelly trying to gain possession after a short while, gets it over to Shannon. Shannon with a shot, just short of the rim, falls out of bounds. Panthers inbound on their own baseline. 3:21 remaining in this third quarter of play. Juliana able to get this one into Hannah. Hannah fakes that pass, able to take this one down that right side of that right lane herself. Able to get this one done, goes off Jill into the hands of Aiden. Swiped away by Hannah, and it will trickle out of bounds off of Hannah. Inbound for the blue team on the blue baseline. 3 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Shannon bringing this one out. 3-point differential on that scoreboard. Let's see who takes home the lead. Alyssa able to get possession back over to Shannon. On that right wing, the pass goes to Shelly. Mia there to say hello. Trying to get a pass over to Aiden, able to complete that one. Aiden swiped out a few times by Mia, able to get that one over to Shannon. Out top of the point. Alyssa on that left wing. Out top the point it goes. Trying to find the pass into the key wherever it may fit. Looks to be the tactic that First Baptist is going for in this point in time. You say it's going to be a blue ball. Aiden able to get this one in. Oh, I put my phone away. I do not know your name, number 4. I'm sorry. Alyssa over to Shannon, over to Shelly on that right wing. Inside the three-point line, swatted away by Mia, loses that dribble. Able to get a shot off as Shannon, not able to score on that one. Juliana picks this one up in the defensive zone. Wrestling and trying to get this one free. They're going to call a jump ball. They're going to call number 4 on the reach. And that's a thing that happened. All right. Hannah bringing this one out on that right wing. Meets up number 4, hits her in the kneecap, able to get this one down to Kana. Kana on that baseline. Gives it back over to Jill. Jill with a shot, goes up, hits that rim, comes down, goes off a few fingertips. Juliana comes up with that one, blocked away by Shannon. Mia gives this one over to Kana. Kana bringing this one down, meets up that right block, and able to get this one back out of the zone. Mia over towards that left side, picked up by Hannah. Hannah tries to get around Shelly. Shot goes up, hits the rim, and goes in. Beautiful play by Hannah. Good. Makes it 16-11. Shannon brings this one out, calm as a cucumber. That's not how the saying goes, I'm well aware. Alyssa able to shoot this one across the bow. Goes off Mia and out of bounds it goes. Blue inbound on the baseline of the attacking zone. Substitution is called. Minji's going to come onto the court. Number 4 is going to take a seat on the bench. Bounce comes down to Aiden from Shelly. Aiden takes the dribble back out top. Called for the travel, and it will be a Panther inbound in their own zone. 1:37 remaining in this third quarter of play. Panthers at 16. Eagles at 11. Giuliani able to get this one into the play. Mia trucks that one into the middle of the court. Kana comes up with that one, bobbled around by the defense. Kana's not able to get up with that dribbling. Finds Hannah with the pass, able to get this one over to Jill, but swatted away by Aiden. Juliana able to get this one over to Hannah. Hannah with a shot, not able to score on that one. Goes off the fingertip of Shelley. Will be the call by the referee. 1:21 remaining in the third quarter of play. 5-point differential in favor of the Panthers. Juliana able to send that one into Kana. Swatted at by the defense. Hannah able to get possession. Shot goes up. A little bit too much for, vertical velocity on that one. Not enough horizontal. Swatted away by the defense. I'm going to say it went off the head of Aiden and out of bounds. White ball on the baseline of the Eagles zone. Juliana here to inbound this one. Able to get that one over to Jill in that left inner corner. I'm going to say that one went off Shelley and out of bounds. 1:08 remaining in the third quarter of play. Panthers are still in the lead. Juliana chucks that rock out towards that left wing. Mia gets that one to Hannah. Hannah fakes that pass, or fakes a shot, goes for the pass instead. Juliana gets this one back out to Hannah. Hannah goes over towards that right side. Shot goes up, not able to score as it's too short and a little bit too far to the left. Mia with a shot. 55 seconds remaining in this quarter of play. It's going to come out off the white hand, and it will be a blue ball on the baseline. 53.4 seconds remaining, 5-point differential. Aiden here to inbound this one over to Minji. Minji will bring this one out under her own volition. Minji there picking that one up over towards that left side. Alyssa back out top to Minji. Over towards that right side. The ball is passed. Shannon with that shot. Hits the rim, comes down to the hands of Alyssa. Out top to Minji. Jill's in a little bit of discomfort. Might have got the wind, knocked that over. Or perhaps the legs got entangled. Who's to say? All right, she's able to get up under her own volition, and that's a very good sign. Cassandra Eisler looks like she's going to take her spot. 2 substitutions. Shannon and Aiden are going to get voted off the island, as well as Alyssa. My bad, only Aiden and Alyssa get voted off. On comes Maria and Bree. On that right side, Shannon with that shot, not able to score on that one. Hannah comes down with that one, tries to get the ball down, but called for the travel. Not quite able to get the ball down onto the ground in time. 27.5 seconds remaining. Whenever it does hit that 10-second mark, I'll be sure to get the scoreboard on screen for you guys. Minji gets this one out top to Maria. Into Bree it goes. Over to Shannon. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Coming down with this one is Shelley. Shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Trickles off the hands of the offense. I'm not sure which offense woman it went off of, but it will be a Panther inbound on their own zone. And able to pick this one up, trying to take this one out. 15 seconds remaining. Off the hand of Shannon, it goes over to Minji. Minji bringing this one down. Shelley over to Minji. Shot goes up, not able to score on that one. Cassandra not quite able to keep control of that one. Out of bounds, she falls. We have 3 seconds, and I can't get both things inside the frame, so this is kind of awkward. Inbound comes from Minji. Maria not able to score on that one. Shot goes up by Shelley. Not able to score on that shot. Final score of the third quarter is 16-11 in favor of the Panthers. At the end of what seems to be 24 minutes of play. Is that right? That is correct. 24 minutes of play. Both teams out there just trying to adapt and change in any way, shape, or form they can to the other team to possibly get the foot up on the other. And it seems like on that third quarter of play, the First Baptist Eagles tried one offense that includes a lot of passing. And I very well noticed, because I have to say a lot of names where they will just pass it out top of the dome until they find some pass into the middle. For the Panthers, there's a lot of full court pressing. So if they get someone in deep, that could eliminate a lot of the difficulty. If they chuck the rock for all it's worth down towards the other baseline, you only have 2 defenders to beat. If you have 3 shallow, 2 deep, it's just simple math. Let's see what adjustments the coaches make, see who comes out, makes a better adjustment. Yeah, in this final chapter of play, Panthers are leading by 5. Oh, I didn't do the thing where I changed the quarter, so we're going to do that on the fly. Camera's going to be a little shaky for the first 7 to 12 seconds of play. I had to type on a keyboard upside down. Something happened, this white ball out of bounds. All right, looks like we're ready to rock and roll once again. Hazel able to get a hand on that one. Juliana keeps possession. Hannah swatting at that one a few times. Taken away. Shelley gets this one back to Minji. Shot goes up, hits the bottom part of the rim. Minji gets the rebound. Brings this one out and about. Minji looking towards that left side. Alyssa there, pushed up by Cassandra back out top of the left point. Shot pass goes into Shannon. Over to Shelley. Shot goes up by Hazel. Not quite able to score as it trickles out. Cassandra there over to Kana. Hits her right shoulder, bobbled up a little bit and regained possession. Able to bring this one out for the Panthers. Not without difficulty from that press. It's a little bit of area of play. Mia able to gain possession. Pass is intercepted by Shannon, bringing this one down the other way. Inside the key, shot goes up, not able to score on that one. Juliana comes down with that one, gets this one out to Hannah. Hannah out the other way. Ball is taken away and out of bounds it falls. Juliana gets this one down that right side. Kana gets this one into Mia. Shot goes up, not able to score on that one. Trickled away by a few hands. Juliana gains possession on that left wing. 1 minute elapsing in this final quarter of play. Brings it down to 7 minutes remaining. Kana gets this one over to Hannah. Hannah fakes the pass, able to get this one over to Mia. Back out top to Hannah. Hannah with a shot inside three-point line. Her right foot was. Secondary shot, not able to score on that one. Comes down to the hands of Shelley. Tries to bounce this one over. Mia gets a hand on that one over to Kana. Jump ball between Kana and Alyssa is called. It will be a blue ball. 6:36 remaining in the game. Panthers at 16. Eagles at 11. Here comes Minji out the other way. Looks to that left side. Able to find Alyssa. Back out top to Minji. Down into the key. Hazel meets a little difficulty. Hannah swats it away and gains possession. Able to toss this one up to Mia. Mia gains possession, finds Hannah. Hannah bringing this one down, twinkling her toes all the way. Able to find Hannah. Shot goes up. Not able to butter the biscuit, but the unspeakable thing happened. It's not even a 1%. I've only seen this 4 times. 2 times we're in a game. The other 2 times are just any other, just goofing off in the parking lot. Somebody with hops, get out here. Where's Luke Funty when you need him? All right, Aiden's going to come onto the court, and looks like Alyssa's going to take a seat on the bench, and it will be a white ball on the baseline. In this case, whoever shot it will, whoever was the last person with possession in that case where the ball does get stuck like that, it is their inbound. So says the referee. Hannah with that shot, not able to score, and that one comes down to Aiden, finds Minji. Minji bringing this one out for the girls in blue. Cuts back in towards the middle, gets that one over towards that right side, bobbled away and falls out of bounds. 5:50 remaining in this game. Sorry, I'm a little high. Oh, the latency's just garbage. Oh, that's something I need to make sure I keep an eye on. Juliana able to find Mia with this one. Throws that one up and over the rainbow, swatted away by Shelley into the hands of Hazel. Hazel bringing this one down, Minji with a shot. Not quite able to score on that one. Shelley able to get this one over Shannon with a shot. Not able to score as it goes over a little bit too far. Minji able to pick this one up, sporting that number 20 on the back of her jersey. Takes her time on that left wing. Juliana there to say hello. Gets this one over to Shannon, but bobbled off of her right wrist and out of bounds. 5:26 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 16 for the Panthers, 11 for the Eagles. Juliana gets this one up and over to Kana. Kana taking this one out, able to get this one up and over to Cassandra, bobbled up, brought down to the hands of Blue. It goes off Minji's fingertips and brought down into the offensive zone. Inside the key it goes and let go. It's going to come back out white ball. Juliana here to inbound this one on the baseline. Mia picking this one up. Pressured up by Hazel. Mia tries to take a little bit of a spinorama, but taken away by the blue team. Whistle is blown. Blue ball on the out-of-bounds line. They called the trip up and realized it was her own player that did so, and no foul was assessed. Minji over to Aiden. Aiden picks this one up on that left inner corner, able to find Hazel. Tries to give this one back out to the top. Minji keeps this one alive. Tries to throw that one into the middle, but Juliana swats at that one, but it does fall into the hands of Aiden. On the right lane, the ball is shot outside the three-point line, just a little bit too short of the rim, and does fall out of bounds eventually. White inbound on the baseline of their own defensive zone. 4:52 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 5-point differential still the case. Here comes Hannah out the other way. Hannah chucks that one down towards the key. Cassandra back over to Kana. Kana inside that key. Shot goes up. Swatted away. Jump ball is called. Blue ball on their end baseline will be the result. 4:40 remaining in this game, this fourth quarter of play. 5-point differential still in favor of the Panthers. Minji ringing this one out the other way. Minji fakes left, goes right instead. Shelley there, pressured up by Mia. Mia able to swat that one away, but into the hands of Minji it goes. Throws it one over towards that right side. Shelley takes this one down the right lane. Loses her glasses a little bit. Kana takes the opportunity to swat that one away. Mia tries to get possession. They're going to call Shannon on the... Oh, I'm not okay. What's up, Mark? Please don't do that. I feel I'm moving down inches. I'm not okay. Oh, Mark Edinburgh scared the spirit, the Holy Ghost right out of me. Oh, Kana gets this one over to Mia. Mia takes this one out towards the points. Mark was climbing up the ladder, and this is not the most sturdy thing in the world if you've ever seen it. Just tree stand tied to a beam. It's scary up here. Mia taking her time on that right wing, pressured up by Shannon. Gets that one out towards the point. Giuliana pressured up. Able to take this one away is Shelley. Shelley stops up, tries to deke in and out of the defense, met up by 3 defensive players, finds Shannon. Shannon outside that left side. Kicks this one away. No whistles blown. Minji will pick it up. Minji over to Shannon. 3-point shot. Not able to score on that one. Trickles out of bounds. 3:12 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2 substitutions will be made. Timeout by the Panthers is called. Alyssa and Bree come onto the court. Hazel goes off. Hazel and Minji looks like they go off. I'm not entirely sure. It's a timeout. Everyone's on the bench. 1 minute timeout by the Panthers. 5-point differential. By the Panthers coach, I would just say to turtle up. Don't give them anything easy. When they have the lead, they have to come to you. So if you keep it in the offensive zone, it makes them very aggressive on the defensive side of things. And where you're very aggressive, you either make absolutely spectacular plays or you tend to mess up more. If you don't have the confidence it takes to play aggressive, you tend to make more mistakes, and that gives the other team more of a chance to capitalize. And I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about. That rings true in every sport you play, though. Whether it's online or offline, whether it's indoors, outdoors. If you don't have the confidence to play aggressive, you tend to slip up a few more times than you would normally. Because normally when you have a skill, it translates into confidence. And that's, yeah. Yeah, we got an inbound on the far left side of the court. Panthers in their own defensive zone on the baseline. Here's Juliana able to find Hannah inside her own key. Tries to take this one out. Alyssa there, keep pace with her every step of the way. Hannah there to set that pick to get her a little bit of separation. Met up by Bree inside the 3-point line. Hannah there on the right inner corner. Takes this one back out to the point. Mia to take possession. Alyssa there to chase her around the block. Whistle's blown. We're going to call Alyssa on the push, I believe. And it will be a baseline inbound for the Panthers in the offensive zone. Just under 3 minutes remaining. Oh, that's my bad. It was a blue inbound, and Bree almost scored her in her own net. The crowd gasped as it happened, and she fooled me. Oh man, that was quite interesting. And I thought it was normal. That's saying a lot because I'm the one that's supposed to know what's going on. Aiden here with the shot, sends that one up, bobbles out. I swear there's a magnet keeping that ball out of the netting right now. Hannah to bring this one out. On that right wing, tries to take this one back out top, but Shannon there to swat that one away. Whistle's blown. They're going to call Hannah on the reach. Coach Toth there to verify something with the referee. Just a little chit-chat. Perhaps what his favorite Pokemon is. Who's to say? Maybe it involves My Little Pony. Your guess is as good as mine. Here's Shannon with it now, taking this one into the offensive zone. Looks over towards that right side, tries to get around Hannah, losing that dribble. Aiden bobbles that one up. Was a little bit too far ahead of her as she started walking with it before she gained possession. Jump ball, and it will be a Panther ball on the defensive line. The jump ball was between Cassandra Eisler and Shannon. I do not have last names, I'm sorry. I don't have last names for the away team. The home team, I just know by heart. Hannah able to get this one over to Kana. Kana down inside the zone. She goes on the baseline, stops, shoots. say no, it is nullified. It will be a white ball on the baseline. I believe it was Shannon or Alyssa that was called on the foul. Kana gets that inbound, shot goes up and scores. Extends that lead to 7. Sorry, my brain decided to disconnect to go for Hawaii for a split second. Shannon finds Alyssa on that left wing, cuts back in towards the middle, called for the double dribble. Panther inbound right around that area of the court. 1:40 remaining in this game. 18-11. Panthers in the lead by 7. Here's Hannah cutting back in towards that middle. Takes her time. Alyssa there to keep pace with her all the way. Shannon able to pick this one away, and it looks like Mia's going to try her hardest to get back in time and stop up the play. Shelley with a shot, hits that side of the backboard and falls down. Shannon trying to get a shot off on that one. Whistles 3 seconds in the key, and will be coming out white ball. There's a few swats at the ball by the Panther team, both of them looking clean. The second one looked more iffy than the first, but it was a good defensive play by Mia. Minji's going to come onto the court, and Bree's going to take a seat on the bench. Juliana's inbound on her own baseline, almost stolen away by Shelley, but Juliana regains possession. Over to Kana it goes. They're going to call Alyssa on the arm, and it will be a white ball on the right side of their court. Juliana able to get this one in. Mia throws that one to Hannah. Hannah takes this one down to Cassandra inside that, or right on that left block. Shot goes up, hits the rim, comes back down. Shelley able to gain possession for the girls in blue, bringing this one down with a lot of fire in her footsteps. Stops, shoots inside the three-point line, not able to score on that one. Falls down. Minji runs after that one and brings this one out for the girls in blue. Just 1 minute remaining. Shot goes up by Shannon, and holy smokes! That's just what they need in this dire moment. We got a timeout. We have a timeout. Missed who called the timeout. Either way, we got a 4-point game. That's only 2 shots. We got 40 seconds. 1 shot every 20 seconds is very possible. It's anyone's game. Anyone can grab it. It's up in the air right now. Both teams are swinging at it quite viciously. It's like a glow stick tossed up between a cat and a bird right now. Whoever wants it more is going to be the one that grabs it. I don't know what that analogy was. It's just, I'm very tired. Either way, I got 40 more seconds to fill you with whatever nonsensical knowledge that I want. So, did you know that a slug has 4 noses? Could you imagine the external force that it has whenever it sneezes? Did you know the Hawaiian language only has 13 characters? That's why you have names that are roughly 30 letters long in the Hawaiian name. What else is there? Did you know a flock of crows is a murder? It's a murder of crows. That's what it's the technical term of a flock of crows. Did you know a group of jellyfish is called a smack? A smack of jellyfish. It's proven. Just Google it. Everything I just said was true to you. It might not have pertained to basketball, but it's very true, nonetheless. All right. 40.3 seconds remaining in the game. Juliana here to inbound this one. Juliana able to bounce that one in. Whistle is blown. Got a 30-second timeout by the Panthers, and I have more time to talk about whatever I feel is a full timeout, my bad. And I have another minute just to fill with whatever nonsensical things I can possibly think of in this current time and situation, basketball or not. Did you know Napoleon, the ruler, not Napoleon Dynamite, but Napoleon was average height for his day and age. It just happened to be quite a while ago, whenever the average height was a lot smaller than what it was. So what else do I know? The Chinese invented toilet paper. I know that. Well, I was at a youth meeting down south. A Baptist preacher once told me that healthy poop floats. I don't know what that means, but I know it. Don't know why. It's knowledge that I needed to know in life, but yeah. Anyway, Eagles shooting left, Panthers shooting right. We're going to jump back into the action. 40.3 seconds on the clock. And we'll jump back into things. Hannah looking to get an inbound. Looks over towards that. Able to get this one out to Kana. Kana's going to take possession, and down the court she goes. 37 seconds remaining. Hazley able to intercept that one to Shelley. It goes across that half-court line. Mia there to eye her up all the way like a chocolate bar on the shelf that as a kid stares at it. Kane able to gain possession over to Cassandra. Cassandra bringing this one out. 24 seconds, 23 seconds remaining. Minji there to pressure her all the way. Cassandra just trying to run the clock out at this point in time. Mia with it now. Minji there to pressure her up as much as possible. 12, 11, 10 seconds remaining. Mia in a little bit of trouble, finds Hannah. Hannah on that left side, comes down, shoots, scores! And that will be the end of the game. Panthers ended on a high note, 20 for the Panthers, 14 for the Eagles. And that was a much closer game than I could ever imagine. Only 6 points being the deciding factor at the end of that one, as the teams line up and exchange the high fives in the good games. Eventually, I mean, it might not be this very second, but we got 20 minutes on the scoreboard, and that'll be the start of the guys' game. Last time, it was a very exciting match. I'm very excited to see what comes out on the court. It's going to be good sportsmanship, I'm sure, but if not, it's going to be a heated battle, and I'm going to have to get my commentary all warmed up. But anyway, we'll be back in about 20 minutes. Go get your map of North Dakota, get your gallon of chocolate milk, and we'll be ready to go. Maybe a Snickers, who's to say? And we'll be here ready for you in 19.5 minutes.
get the game underway. Starting for the Eagles from First Baptist tonight, number 32, Mark Edinburgh. Number 10, Donovan Jones. Number 5, Nick Black. Number 1, Joel McKay. And number 2, Ben Drake. Starting for the home team Panthers tonight, number 45, Elijah Todd. Number 21, Titus Bailey. Number 42, Jacob Good. Number 33, Sean Haronchek. And number 4, Drew Rastelli.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the matchup between the First Baptist Eagles and the Slippery Rock Panthers. Slippery Rock shooting left, Eagles shooting right. In the jump ball circle, you got Nick and Sean Haranch. And I butchered his last name. He's from the home crowd even. Good 8 minutes on the board. Looks like both teams are ready to duke it out. Let's see who starts off on the right foot. Able to get this one back into his zone. Zone is Nick, picking this one up. Down into the zone. Drake here with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Whistle's already blown. 2 shots being the result. I was not ready for that. Sean for the block, and it will be resulting in the Eagles' chance to get on the board. 7 seconds elapsing into the game. First shot's a good one, and that opens up the scoring. Second shot. Not as close. Elijah comes down with that one. Mark there to say hello. Drew going to pick this one up, and this camera's going to be a little shaky as I fix my audio. All right, that looks about right. Sean able to get this one over to Titus. Titus picking this one up, back over to Drew out top of the crease. Able to get this one over to Jake on that right corner. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Sean with the secondary, and is a good one. Brings that lead back over to the Panthers side. How do I do scoreboard things? That, and then that. Okay. Bringing this one out of his own zone is Joel. Joel stops up on that right side, tries to get this one back over to Ben. Ben takes this one over towards that left side. Drew there to say hello, able to bounce this one out top over to Joel. It goes, shot goes up, not able to score on that one. Nick goes up with a shot, blocked down. They're going to call a push. Nick has his chance for 2 shots. Elijah Toth called for the push. Goes up, not able to send that one home. Secondary hits that shelf, comes down to Jacob Good. Jacob Good takes this one up to Drew. Drew taking his time around that half-court line. Over towards that right inner corner. Titus with it now. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Comes down to the hands of Jacob. Jacob with a shot. A little bit short. Sean with the secondary. Hits the shelf. Comes back down. Sean with another try. Sean with the 4th. Gives it off the fingertip of Jacob. Over to Sean. Gains possession on that left wing. Takes this one back inside the dome. Shot goes up. Scores! Makes it 4-1. 6:30 remaining in this first quarter of play. Coming out is Joel. Joel on that left side gets the ball back. Able to get this one down to Ben. Drake tries to get this one down the baseline to Mark. Mark with a shot, not able to score on that one. Comes down to the hands of Elijah. Mark able to swat that one free, but Elijah regains possession. Jacob Good with it now. Gets this one over to Drew. Drew here to bring this one out for the guys in gray. Drew with it at the point. Gets this one over towards that right or the right corner. Jacob with that 2-point shot, not able to score on that one. Sean with a secondary, hits the bottom part of the rim, comes down into the hands of Drake. Drake bringing this one out with speed on that right lane. Titus there to eye him up, slow him down a little bit, not quite able to do so. Shot goes up and scores. Jacob gets knocked down onto his back, no call is made. Drew here to bring this one out. Drew over to Titus on that left wing. Back over to Drew. Drew at that point tries to take this one in himself. Finds his Jacob on that right corner. Goes off the post, holding up the netting, and will result in an inbound on the baseline of the Eagles zone. Nick able to inbound this one over to Joel. Joel bringing this one out under his own volition. 5:18 remaining in this first quarter of play. Panthers at 4, Eagles at 3. Joel hangs over towards that right side of the court. Cuts over towards that left side, helping with a block by number 10. Able to get this one out to Drake. Drake with a 3-point shot goes up, not able to score on that one. It hits the front of the shelf, and Elijah able to get that one down, swatted away. They're going to call Elijah on the arm after Mark swats it away. My bad. They're going to call Edinburgh on the arm, and it will be a Panther inbound on their own baseline. 4:55 remaining in this first quarter of play. 1-point differential between these two teams. Here's Drew taking this one into the offensive zone. Drew approaches that 3-point line. 3-point shot. Hits that shelf, comes back down, leaning towards that left side of the rim. Sean gains possession of that one. Tries to get this one out to Jacob, able to do so. Joel there to say hello, gets this one down to Sean. Sean tries to push through the defense, able to get a shot off. Elijah reaching for that one, but Drake comes up with it for the guys in blue. Drake able to get this one over to Joel. Joel shoves that one up into the air. Drake with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Comes down, hits a few fingertips, comes down. Jacob gains possession on that baseline, keeps that one alive. Over to Drew with a blind behind the back pass. What a beautiful series of events that just occurred there. 4:02 remaining in this first quarter of play. Here's Drew Estelli with it now. Chucks this one over towards that right side. A no-looker pass. Right on the money. Elijah gets this one out to Jacob. Jacob with a shot. Hits that backboard. Not able to score on that one as if it hits the rim and trickles down. Titus is there to gain control. Titus takes his time. Inside the key, he's able to get a pass over to Jacob. Jacob with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Hits the shove, comes down to the hands of Drake. Drake bringing this one out for the guys in blue. Drake there on that left inner corner. Shot goes up and scores. Beautiful 2-point shot. Takes the lead away from the Panthers. I'm sorry, I forgot to update the score. It was 3-5 after. No, it's 3-4 after Drake's layup. And I forgot to hit the shift bar. It's my fault. Drew gets this one over to Titus. Titus in towards the key, stops up, shot goes up and scores. Takes that lead right back away from the Eagles. Minutes remaining in this first chapter of the story this evening. Joel over towards that left side. Donovan gets this one in to Nick. Back over to Donovan. Donovan on that left inner corner, called for the travel, and it will be a Panther ball down in their own zone. Sorry if the numbers aren't quite centered in the scoreboard. I know it bugs me too. It's just the way the program works, and I did all I could to fix it, but I came up short. Drew gets this one over towards that left side. Titus able to take this one into the zone. Hits the baseline. Pressured up by Joel. Shot comes up a little bit too short. Hits that bearings that hold it up the backboard, and that will be deemed out of bounds. .231 remaining in this first quarter of play. Here's Joel McKay bringing this one out. McKay hangs over towards that left side, cuts back over towards the right, bounces this one down to Edinburgh, gets this one back out top. Drake's shot goes up for 2. Not able to swiggle that one down into the netting. Coming up with that one is Sean. Over to Titus. Titus hanging this one out, and it looks like it'll be a timeout by the Panthers. 2:09 remaining in the first quarter of play. 5 for the Eagles, 6 for the Panthers. We don't have any ads to run, so you'll just have to deal with my voice. I was trying to think of an adjective, but I just couldn't think of anything. The referees are going to keep track of it on their own clock, so I don't remember. I wasn't aware if it was a full or half timeout. I missed the signal, so nonetheless, you'll get to enjoy my voice for 30, if not more, seconds. Little history between Mark Edinburgh and the Panthers. He plays for the football team. He's been on the team for some years. If you watch the I believe it's called the social media posts in the bottom right corner of the intermission screen, you'll see a few team photos of him in there, as well as him out there on the field giving it his all. He's a good guy. That sums it up. He's secretly a ninja and works at 84 Lumber. 84 Lumber by day, Ninja by night. We're not sponsored by either of those things. Alrighty, looks like we're ready to rock and roll back into the action. Panthers ball at the half-court line. Panthers shooting left, Eagles shooting right. Rastelli here with the ball. Hangs over towards the right side of the court. Gets it over to Titus, over towards Jacob. Jacob bounces this one into Sean. Sean shoots. Not able to score. Sean gets the rebound, though. Able to get this one out top to Titus. Titus with a shot. Oh, everything went Flesley, but not able to score on that one. Elijah with a secondary. Sean with a third. Ben gets a tip on that one. Mark goes over to Ben. Ben able to take this one out of his own zone. Drake down low. Shot goes up. We're going to call Jacob on the block. Blue ball on the baseline of the Panthers zone. 1:39 remaining in this first quarter of play. 6-5 is the score. Donovan looking for any option, finds Drake. Drake with a shot, not able to score on that one. Sean gets a hand on that one. Nick tries to steal that one away. Jump ball is called. Panther ball on their own baseline. 1:35 remaining in this first quarter of play. Titus Bailey here to inbound this one over to Drew Rastelli. Back over to Titus it goes. Both teams fired up, as well as the referee. Titus able to get this one over to Drew. Drew takes this one down on a trek on that left baseline. Shot goes up, hits herself, hits the rim, comes down short side, goes off of Drew and out of bounds. It falls. Blue ball on their own baseline. Looks like it's going to be Nick being the one inbounding it. Hands this one over to Joel. Joel's going to be the one quarterbacking this one for the guys in blue. The lob is intercepted by Sean. Able to get this one over to Titus. Titus shoots. Blocked away by Drake. Drake went headfirst into the cement. He's got to be feeling that one. Got to make sure there's no blood. That was an ugly fall. Very beautiful defensive play by the number 2 in blue. I don't believe there's a foul to be called there, but nonetheless there was one called. And it looks like Ben is going to be the tough cookie out there on the court. He's going to stay in. Titus is first, gets him a point. That's got to sting if you're the Eagles. Signature shot is also good. Titus makes out a 2-point play. Ben's going to be feeling that one for the next couple weeks. It's going to be black and blue and a little bit sensitive in that area. Just to say, it may have happened before, and he may have built a little bit of an immunity to it. 1 minute remaining in this game, or this, my bad. 1 minute remaining in this quarter. It's so exciting, I thought it was the end. Titus with it now, takes his time, just letting time expire. 47 seconds remaining. 3-point shot by Titus. Not able to score, a little bit too far left, goes off. Edinburgh over to the hands of Donovan, then it finds Drake. Drake treks that one over towards that right side. Joel with a 3-point shot. A little bit too far short and too far left. Jacob good up to Elijah. Sorry. Drew takes his time, fully aware of what time is remaining in this first quarter. Decides to assess the situation. Joel there to try to help things along a little bit more. It's Titus's left foot, able to pick this one up. They're going to call it Joel on the hold. 10 seconds remaining exactly. Titus gets this one over to Sean. Sean takes this one down the baseline. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Bobbles around the fish, take a few times, comes down. You're going to say it's white ball. 3.7 seconds remaining. Drake's pleading his case that he did not make contact, but nonetheless it falls on deaf ears as the call was already made. Jacob good to inbound this one. You're going to say he can't move on the inbound, even though it's happened every inbound beforehand during the girls' game, as well as some of the guys' game. Drake able to get this one down. Shot goes up by Joel, hits the backboard and falls down uncontested. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. 8-5 is the score. We got 1 minute. I might as well just keep you here. There's not much sense on going to the other screen, but I will be doing a quick thing. So I'll throw you there, and we'll be right back in 50 seconds. Woo! MD. Alright, my microphone's still on. I forgot. So, yeah, there's Mark right there. Plays for the football team. That was his touchdown pass. I remember that. Yeah. Any post that you make on the Facebook group will show up in the social media posts section. So, if you have anything that you want to show up there, well, that's how you do it. Anyway, let's jump back into the action. I guess I could just throw it on that screen whenever it's in between like that, so you don't have to watch my shaky camera work during that 1 minute. All right, Michael Song here to inbound this one at the half-court line. Eagles shooting right, Panthers shooting left. Taking control. This one is McKay. McKay gets this one up into the air. Nick able to gain possession of that one out top of that free throw line. Shot goes up by McKay. Shot hits that rim, comes over towards that right side, let go by Titus Bailey, and it will be a white ball in their own defensive zone. 8 for the Panthers, 5 for the Eagles, making sure I have the prices right on the screen, and it is. Excuse me. Here's Titus Bailey going into the offensive zone. Able to get this one to the left side. Jacob Good tries to get that one down to Drew, but read like a last week's newspaper. Jumping into the fray is McKay. Drew Estelli here with this one. Chucks the hamster out to the top left wing. Jacob there to lose that dribble. Joel able to pick this one up and take this one down. All right, there's 2 Joel, so I'll be referring to number 1 as McKay and number 43 as Joel, because I don't have his last name on here. Drake here with it. Tries to get around towards that right side, gets inside the three-point line, stops at the right block, shot goes up, not able to score on that one. Coming down with this one is Joel, gets this one out to the top. Song over to McKay. McKay on that right wing, pressured up by Titus. Pick made by Joel gives McKay a little bit of room to shoot and able to get one off, but it's too far gone. Drake with a shot. Goes up and in. Beautiful shot from the man sporting the number 2. 7-8 as a score with that shot. Drake scores his 6th point of the game and 7th. He scored all 7, my bad. I forgot about the first free throw. I'm going to call a kick. White ball on the baseline. Here's Jacob Good with the inbound. Looking at all of his options, bounces that one down, hits a blue hand, goes off Sean out of bounds, and it will be a defensive inbound on the baseline of the Eagles zone. 6:33 remaining in the second quarter of play. Panthers at 8, Eagles at 7. Nick here to inbound the ball. McKay picking this one up where it lays, and will bring it down himself. Able to get this one to Drake. Sean there to say hello. Drake gets inside the key. Shot goes up. Elijah there to make a little bit of contact, and is called for the events that just transpired there. With this, Drake has the ability to take the lead. First is a very beautiful low arching shot, tying it up 8 apiece. Secondary hits the front part of the lip and falls out. Side ball game nonetheless. All 8 points being made by Ben Drake, number 2 in the Eagles blue. Drew able to get this one over towards that left side. Titus back to Drew. Takes this one over for a little walk down the right side of the dog park. Finds Jacob. Jacob called for the travel and will be coming out the other way. On the baseline is the inbound for the Eagles. Drake able to finesse his way into the offensive zone. Down on the baseline, shot goes up. Then Drake called for the charge, and Panthers have a substitution. Montana will come onto the court, and Jacob Good will take a seat on the bench. Montana will be the one inbounding. 5:57 remaining in the second quarter of play, 8 apiece. Tied up like a hog in the rodeo. Drew Stelly with it, taking his time, trying to find any openings, trying to pick apart the defense as best he can. Drew tries to trek in himself, right outside the key. Shot goes up and scores. Able to take away that lead. 10-8 is now the score. McKay bringing this one out. He's still in his own defensive end, able to get this one up into the air. Nick pressured up by Elijah, able to find Song, gets this one over to Drake. Drake able to shoot this one up and takes that lead right back out of the hands of the Panthers. 10 apiece, once again tied up. Drew takes this one down into the offensive zone. Stops up, heads right side. 3-point shot. Scores! Holy smoke! He throws that one up into the air and shoots it for all it's worth, like it's nothing but biscuits and gravy. McKay able to get this one down to Joel. Joel able to gain possession on the baseline, gets this one out to Drake with a little bit of finesse. Drake pressured up by 3 defensive players, gets it back to Joel with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Nick throws his arms at that one. Goes off Montana and out of bounds. Blue ball on the Panthers baseline. 4:40 remaining in the second quarter of play. 13 for the Panthers, 10 for the Eagles. Nick able to get this one in, bobbled off Song's hands. Montana gets a hand on that one, but McKay brings this one away. 3-point shot by McKay. Not able to even out the score, but Nick comes down with the rebound, tries to get this one up, loses possession on the way as it hits Sean's shoulder. Sean gains possession. Drake there to get a hand on that one. Timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers to gain possession. 30-second timeout. 4 minutes, 26 seconds. Panthers at 13. Eagles at 10. When it comes down to it, this might just be a game of who wants it more, and I believe Ben Drake just wants it more than anyone else out there, gaining all 10, I believe, all 10 of those points for the First Baptist Eagles. He's the all-star out there right now. No matter where he's on the court, he's a deadly weapon, and I think the Panthers are fully aware of that, and they're trying to play him as hard pressed as possible. Just moments ago, he was pressed in the right corner by 3 defensive players, and I think that goes to show you that his threat on the court is well known.
Come on, defense. Come on, defense.
Drew Stelly bringing this one out of his own zone. Hitting that half-court line, takes it into the offensive zone. Drew here with it. Gets that to the left side. Titus there to pick that one up, bounces that one down. Sean and McKay fight over that one. Sean gets the shot off, but hits the shove, comes down to the hands of Drake, loses possession of that one. Going to call Sean on the block. Will be a blue ball on the run baseline. Nick here to inbound this one over to McKay. 4 minutes and ticking here shortly, eventually. 4 minutes and ticking. Like I said, I know what I'm talking about. Joel with the shot. Not able to score on that one. Secondary shot by Nick. Able to get that one up into the air. They're going to say no foul on that one. It will remain blue ball as it falls off the defense. I believe it to be Elijah being the man caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Nick hands this one off to Drake. Drake with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Joel with the secondary. Not able to score on that one. Joel with the third. Scores! And that'll be a good bucket. Got a chance to tie it up here due to the foul. Number 5 on the arm is the call. It's too bad we don't have a number 5. Well, whoever number 5 is, you got a foul on you. Joel not able to score on his one and only shot. He does have 2 points up on the board as a result of the play. Not able to capitalize on the third, coming out Panther ball. Drew Stelly with it now outside that point. Got a little bit of cushion area. Going to take his time with it over towards that right wing. Able to get down towards the baseline. Throws that one back out to Titus with the shot. Not able to score on that one. Comes down off the hand of Sean. Goes over to Elijah and into the hands of Drake. Drake going to bring this one out for the guys in blue. Hits that half-court line. Hugs over towards that right lane. Cuts back into the middle. Gets this one over to McKay. McKay on that left wing with a 3-point shot. Not able to score on that one. Comes down. Goes off of what believes to be Joel and out of bounds. 12-13 is still the score. Panthers do hold that lead with an iron grip. Titus here bringing this one out for the guys in, well, it's kind of a bluish gray. We switched from white with the guys' jerseys, and I don't know why. Tries to get that one to the left side, but here comes McKay out the other way with only one to beat. Gets this one into the zone. Shot goes up and scores. Brings that lead out of the hands of the Panthers and into the arms of the Eagles.
Good job. Good defense.
2:40 remaining in the second quarter of play. 14 for the Eagles, 13 for the Panthers. Drew Stelly hugs over towards that left side of the court, able to get this one down to the left inner corner inside the key. Shot goes up, hits the bottom part of the net, or the bottom part of the backboard, my bad. And it looks like McKay's going to bring this one out the other way. Montana picked off by a block. Shot goes up, bring around the Rosie, not able to sink that one down quite like the Titanic, and it pops back out like a fox out of a hole. 2:17 remaining in the second quarter of play. 14-13 is the score. Here comes Rosselli out the other way. Shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Comes down to Montana. Montana tries to get a bounce down, so it wasn't a travel and successful in doing so. They're going to call Song on a block, if I'm not mistaken. 25 on the block. Yes, that is Michael Song. Wade inbound on the baseline. Tidy's here to inbound this one. Looking at 4 offensemen, 5 defensemen out there on the court. Gets this one down to Montana. Montana tries to take this one for all it's worth. Shot goes up. Scores! Holy smoke, able to weave in and out like he's just a leprechaun looking for his pot of gold. That wasn't a short joke, I swear. I added that to the wrong side of the thing. What the heck is the score? Okay. The stupid scoreboard system's trash. I would explain it, but nobody cares. Drew Stelly with it, bringing this one into the offensive zone. Gets this one over towards Montana. Called for the block is Joel. Blue 43 called for the block. That is Joel. There's no last name. It's just Joel. Rosselli here to inbound this one. Looks over towards his right, then goes left to Montana. Montana there to try to get into the offensive zone. Goes off of him and out of bounds. Will be a blue ball on their own baseline. 1:38 remaining in this half. 15 for the Panthers, 14 for the Eagles. And it's a lot closer than I could have ever imagined. Drake bringing this one into the zone. Caught out of bounds. Panther ball on the out of bounds line. The referee and the Eagles coach have a little bit of a dispute. I'm not over there, and I'll do my job. I'll stay out of the referee's hair. They got enough people looking to go against them. Drew Stelly at that point. Joel there to eye him up. Drew tries to take this one into the fray. Called for the travel. Coming out blue ball. A substitution for the Panthers. Montana Paradise onto the bench he goes. Jacob Good comes onto the court. 1:23 remaining in the second quarter of play. Ben Drake there to gain that possession of the ball. Nick Flatt there to inbound it to him. And Drake hits that half-court line, bounces that one down to Song. Back over to Drake. Drake with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Comes down to the hands of Elijah. Swatted away by Joel, but Drew able to bring that one up for the Panthers. Drew taking his time, bringing this one out of his own zone. Hits that half-court line. 1:03, 1:02 remaining in this second quarter of play. Whenever 10 seconds is remaining in the quarter, I will be sure to keep that in frame as best as I can. Drew gets that one down to Sean. Sean turns, shoots. Not quite able to score on that one. Drake able to gain possession of that one. Elijah there bringing thing down his net. Drake bringing this one out with a lot of haste in his footstep. Loses possession. Out of bounds it goes. They're going to say it's going to be blue ball on the baseline of the Panthers zone. 44.1 seconds remaining. Titus here to inbound the ball. Drew Stelly there to receive. They have a little bit of a chit-chat. If I can't get the scoreboard in shot, I'll be sure to count it down. Drew Stelly hangs over towards that left wing. Meets up with Joels, but gets out pass over to Sean. Sean shoots. Not able to score on that one. Goes up. Drake able to come down with that one. 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. Drake able to get this one up and over to Song. Song back over to Drake. McKay with that shot. Not able to score on that one. Nick scores on the rebound, though, making it a 16-15 game. Time is still ticking off the clock. Drew comes down. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Got enough power, but not able to get the shot off in time. Nullifies the shot. We got 10 minutes on this intermission. I'm not going to talk through that because that would just be painful for the both of us. 15 for the Panthers, 16 for the Eagles, and we'll be right back after the timeout has concluded. I'll be sure to get a timer up for you somewhere in the near future. Alrighty. Hello there. Oh, I get it. Rock solid like slippery rock. Haha, I get it. Alright, anyway. First Baptist shooting to the left this time around. Panthers shooting to the right. White ball at the half-court line. 8 minutes on the clock. Both teams ready to rock and roll. Panthers are down by 1 in this current situation. Panthers at 15. Eagles at 16. Drew Stelly here to inbound this one over to Titus Bailey. Alright, my mic's on and check. Third quarter check. Everything's ready to rock and roll for the first time ever. Titus able to get that to the left side. Jacob there to pick that one up. Bobbles that around with his feet. Rather not the ball. Shot by Drew Stelly. Lights it up like a firework in 4th of July. Dang. That was a thing of beauty. Takes the lead away from the Eagles by 2. Drake able to get this one over to McKay. Flat there down inside the key. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Elijah gets a hand on that one. Goes out of bounds. Off of Elijah is the call, and it will remain blue ball. Donovan here with the inbound. Able to find this one over to Drake with a 3-point shot. Not able to score on that one. Nick gets a hand on that one. Joel with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Coming down with this one is Sean. Over to Good. Back over to Rastelli. 7:15 remaining in this third quarter of play. Rastelli taking this one out to quarterback to play for the Panthers. Rastelli taking his time. No imminent danger in front of him. Joel's just having the time of his life out there in the number 43. He got a good chuckle out of me. He's counting the dribbles out as it happened from Rastelli. Sean losing possession of that one, falls into the hands of Jacob. There is McKay. So pressure him as vicious as ever as Joel against Rastelli. Over to Elijah. Joel tries to strip that one away. McKay able to block that one away. Jacob there tries to pick that one up. Able to grab that one. Whistle is blown. They're going to call McKay on the push, and it will be a white inbound on the right out-of-bounds line. I do the commentary in retrospect of the defending net. So whoever has the ball, it is from that perspective. Like right now, Drew is in the middle of the court, leaning to the left. Joel there trying to stop him, not able to do so. Drew with the shot, not able to score. Comes down to Nick's hands over to Drake. Drake bringing this one out for the guys in blue. 6:13 remaining in this quarter of play. Gets to the McKay, 3-point shot, goes up, and scores! Holy smoke! Brings that back to a 1-point game in favor of the Eagles. 19-18. Beautiful match. As always, these games that get your blood going. It makes you feel alive. 5:50 on the clock. 18-19 is the score. Elijah able to gain that loose ball over to Rastelli with a shot. Not able to. Make me eat my words in front of tens of people. 20-19 is the score. Drew able to gain those 2 points on top of the pile that is already the point sum of successful plays. They're going to call Jacob with the block. 2 shots for Ben Drake. My bad. Foul on Sean is called. I thought it was Jacob. My fault. I'll get better at camera work. All right, I'll focus more on the cameras. Timeout by the Slippery Rock Panther. No, that's my fault. It's timeout by the referee. There's a ball that trickled onto the court. We're gonna blame the internet. We'll blame the kitchen. Yeah, that seems fitting. Ben shot, ties it up. Ben secondary takes the lead. Would you look at that? Ben Drake making all the points except, I believe, to be 5, my bad. I forgot Joel made the 3-pointer. Either way, Ben Drake's just lighting it up like a Christmas tree out here tonight. Rastelli trying to get around one defender. Meets up Ben, hits the backboard with a shot. Joel able to get this one over to McKay. McKay on that right side bringing this one down with haste. Cuts in towards that middle, meets up Rastelli. Titus there to say hello as well. Drake with the 3-point shot. Not able to score. Sean gets a hand on that one. Whistle is blown. Going to call Joel for a push in the back, as he phrases it. And it will be a Panther ball. 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. Here's Titus Bailey with it now. Heads over towards that right side, gets that right corner, gets inside the three-point line, gets this one out top to Rastelli. Rastelli gets this one out towards that point. Free throw shot. Not able to score on that one. Drake gains possession of that one. He's going to bring this one out under his own volition. Hangs on to that right lane like it's his life, or it's his job. Shot by McKay. Not able to score on that three-point attempt. Secondary try for two. Not able to send that one home. Joel swings at that one, misses, and it goes out of bounds off of him. White ball on their own baseline. Panthers at 20, Eagles at 21, 4:36 remaining in this third quarter of play. There's only 12.5 minutes remaining in this game. It's a 1-point differential. It's impossible to waver one way or the other. Anything can happen. Anyone can get hurt. Accidents do end up happening at the end of the day. It's unfortunate, but nonetheless, it's part of reality. Titus Bailey on that left wing, pressured up by McKay. Titus stopping, loses that dribble. Able to get that one over to Sean. Sean gains possession, pressured up by Nick, finds Jacob on that left corner. Over to Titus. Titus on the left wing takes this one inside the key. Shot goes up before he lands. And Ben Drake's there on that baseline, able to gain possession. Gets this one over to McKay. McKay brings this one down the right side for the Eagles with a lot of speed. Hits the baseline, shot goes up. Whistle is blown, called for the push. He gets an attempt for 2 points. White 2-1. White 20. That's Titus. Titus Bailey called for the foul. Referees are throwing me through a loop. The one that blows the whistle isn't the one that calls it. First one goes up, not able to sink that one in. Second attempt has a try to take the lead to 2. He stepped over the line before the ball hit the rim. The rule is if you shoot the ball, you're not allowed to step forward until the ball meets contact with either backboard or rim, or if it lands out of bounds, and you're obviously allowed to move because play is dead. That rule being violated, the shot is nullified and comes down the other way. Rastelli fakes the shot, goes up for the secondary, called for the travel, and it was a good 2-point shot as well. Oh, that is unfortunate. Nick here with the inbound, goes over to McKay. McKay bringing this one out, sporting number 1, able to get this one over to Drake. Drake finesses that one into his own arms. Drake hangs out around that neutral zone. No minute danger, finds it over towards that right side. Donovan takes this one down to the baseline, able to get this one into an attacking zone. Joel swats that one out to Drake. Drake with a shot. Takes that one home for 2, 23-20. Beautiful play by Ben Drake. Titus Bailey in the offensive zone. Joel there. I want a microphone on this guy. Can someone get a microphone on number 43? I need to hear what he's saying. Jacob Good tries to get a shot, called from the swat from behind. Jacob Good's going to get a shot for 2. Foul is called on Joel. I really want this guy's last name. I want to hang out with this guy. He seems cool. Jacobs first, not quite able to send that one home. Maybe the second will be a different story. Michael Song comes onto the court. Please don't take Joel off. Please don't take Joel off. Please don't. It's going to take Joel off. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sad. I'm really sad. Jacob shot, hits the shelf, comes back down to the hands of Jacob. Jacob bringing this over towards that right wing outside the three-point line. Gets that one back out top to Rastelli. Rastelli takes this one into the zone. Pressured up by Song. They're going to call Song on the block. Got a 30-second timeout by the First Baptist Eagles. 23 for the Eagles, 20 for the Panthers. We got a 2-minute 46 seconds on this third quarter of play. Both teams out there giving it their all. Ben Drake's looking as on his game as ever. He's got that keen eye. He's thinking 3 steps ahead in this game. Number 43 in blue. Give me your number. Let's play some games. Play some Rocket League. Sea of Thieves. I don't care. Let's have a podcast. I think we could have a podcast. I'm very interested. If we have a Slippery Rock Sports Network podcast, bring on a guest every week from another team. I would be 100% down with that. Jacob Good here to inbound this one. Intercepted, taken down the other way. McKay gets the pass from Donovan. On the baseline, shot goes up, hits the side of the backboard. Drake with the first and the second shot. Not able to score on that one. I swear there's a magnet somewhere in there. And Darth Vader's on the sidelines just, whoops, I pushed it with the force. And it just didn't go in. That's the only way that it didn't go in. Rostelli with that shot, a little bit too short on that mustard, and it goes off of Sean and out of bounds it falls. 2 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Nick Flat there to inbound that one over to McKay. McKay throws that one up for anyone to grab. Sean comes up with that one. Sean pressured up by 2 blue players. Timeout by the Panthers. 30-second timeout by the guys in white. Almost said blue. Technically, Panthers, no, I guess we're white. Never mind. I'm going to stop talking before things happen that I regret. 2 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Panthers at 20, Eagles at 23. And yeah. Got a white ball on the left side, or the left out of bounds line. Yeah. It's a close game. It makes for an exciting match. I don't know what to say. There's too many stoppages. Here's Titus Bailey bringing this one out of his own zone to quarterback the play. Comes over with a little bit of speed. Frightens Song a little bit. They give him that crown with dome, but filling that slot is Donovan. Titus gets this one over towards that right side, goes off a foot, but he picks that one right back up. He's finessing his way right out of his own. I can't even keep up, Titus. Come on, slow it down a little bit. Drake bringing this one out the other way. 1:50 remaining in this third quarter of play. Gets this one down to Song, gets this one into the middle, but Drew Rostelli's there to say no way, Jose. Rostelli bringing this one down inside the key. He goes, shot goes up, not quite able to score on that one. Drake able to come down with that one. Drake heads over towards that left side, hits the baseline, shot goes up, straight up it goes, hits the side of the backboard, and out of bounds it falls. Okay, that's going to be a blue inbound. I don't know what the call was. I'm going to assume that they're going to say it was blocked. Jacob tries to block that one. Drake not able to send that one home as it was a little too far to the left and a little too far gone. Titus Bailey here bringing this one out of his own zone. Stops up the three-point line, heads over towards the right side of the dome. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Comes down to goes off Sean into the hands of Nick over to Drake. Drake in his own defensive zone takes his time coming out. Drake gets this one over to Nick, back over to Drake. The shot. We're going to say that one's blocked away. Whistle is blown. Going to call Jacob on the foul. Drake gets a shot for 2. First of 2. First one's a little short. Second has a chance to make it a 4-point lead. Able to chuck that rock up. Hits Goliath in the forehead, and that'll sink it down into the 24th point for the Eagles. See that? I threw a Bible reference in there. It's Church League. I can do that. 1 minute remaining. 20 for the Panthers, 24 for the Eagles. Able to get this one over to Titus. Titus able to slap that one down to Sean. Sean shoots this one up, not able to grate the cheese on that one. Comes down to the hands of Drake. Drake going to bring this one out of his own end. 45 seconds remaining. Able to get this one done. They're going to say that one went off. They're going to say that one went off of McKay and out of bounds. Panther ball in their own defensive end. Once that 10-second mark hits on that scoreboard, I'll be sure to do my best to keep you informed of the time, whether if it's on the screen or if it's me counting it down. Drew Rostelli takes this one into the offensive zone. Takes a shot. Instead of traveling, gets the ball up into the air and comes down with it as Drake. Able to get this one over to McKay. McKay with a shot. Not able to score. Secondary by Donovan. Not able to send that one home either. Swatted out of bounds. It's going to remain blue ball. 24 seconds exactly on the clock. 4-point differential in favor of the Eagles. Donovan here to inbound the ball. Able to get this one out to Drake with a shot. A little bit too short, and it will trickle out of bounds. 22 seconds and 22.4 seconds remaining. Jacob good to inbound this one to Rostelli. Rostelli here with it now. Song there to eye him up all the way. Able to get that one over, but intercepted by Donovan. Throws it over to Song. Jacob good, trying to muster up enough speed to get back in time, but not able to do it, and Song will make it a 26 It's a 20 game. 4 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1. Shot goes up. Not enough mustard on that one to make it a hot dog. Final score of the third quarter being 26 for the Eagles, 20 for the Panthers. 6-point differential, the same way the girls' game ended. And maybe it will be the same here. Who's to say? Both teams just out there giving it their all. There's 45 seconds remaining in the intermission. I got to do stuff behind the scenes and stuff, and I figured, you know what, this is the best case scenario. So, Eagles out there just trying to fire up as many points on the board, extending their lead to a cushiony 6. That's not very cushiony, but it's about the same as Fred Flintstone's bed, which was literally a rock with like a dragon, or not a dragon. It's not dragon cells. It's Flintstones, with like I believe it to be a dinosaur skin blanket. Maybe it was leopard. I don't remember. I haven't watched Flintstones in a while. Either way, the cushioning on the scoreboard is not a lot, but it's there. Let's see how the Panthers try to come back and combat the Eagles. Fourth quarter of play. Panthers at 20. Eagles at 26. Eagles shooting to the left. Panthers shooting to the right. It should be a blue inbound at the half-court line, and it is so. All right, 36 minutes on my battery life of my camera. So who knows what's going to happen by the end of this? That is not enough juice. I promise you that. Song inbounds this one over to McKay. McKay on that left wing. Cuts back towards the middle. Here's Drake with it now. Back to McKay. Goes off his fingertips and out of bounds. It trickles. Jacob Good here to inbound this one. Rostelli there to say hello. Rostelli met up by Song. Cuts over towards that left side of the court. Stops up. Keeps on going. Throws that one over. Jacob tries to keep that one in bounds, but decides he doesn't want to face full cement today, and he lets it trickle out. 7:40 remaining in the fourth quarter of play. Here comes McKay. McKay over to Drake. Drake able to take this one up. Down the right lane he goes. Pushes off Sean. Cuts back in towards the middle. Gets that one over to Song, but Jacob's there to steal that one away. Whistle is blown. McKay called for the arm. It has to be 4, if not 5. He pleads his case. And the call has been made. After that whistle blows, there's really nothing you can do to tide the referee one way or the other. Drew able to get this one over to Jacob. Jacob fakes that shot, bounces that one down to Elijah instead. Elijah on the baseline gets that back out to Drake. Jake over to Rostelli. Rostelli with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Goes off a blue hand and out of bounds. It's going to remain Panther ball in the offensive baseline. 7:08 remaining on the scoreboard, or on the game clock, my bad. Jacob Good with the ball. And bounces to Sean. Sean shoots. Not able to score on that one. Drake there to pick that one up where it lays. Drake coming out with a little bit of haste in his footstep. Cuts over towards that left side inside the three-point line on the baseline inside the key. Shot goes up. Not able to get enough mustard on that one. Drake keeps that one alive. Goes off Song. Song called for the over and back, and it will be a Panther ball on the half-court line. Where's my camera charger? Let me pick that one up. I lost sight of what happened. What happened? Was the camera on it? I don't know. They threw the over. It's an over and back. It's at the half-court line, is it not? Titus with the shot. Not able to send that one home. Goes off Drake's hand into the hands of Titus. Titus with the shot. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Goes off Sean out towards the half-court line. Joel called for the block, and it will be a Panther ball at the half-court line. A little bit too much motion. Titus Bailey with the inbound. Gets it over to Drew. Drew met up by Song. Just eyeing each other up. Drew able to get a shot off. Plays ring around the rosy and decides eventually, you know what? Just for you, I'll go down just so you can have 2 more points on the scoreboard. Able to get this one down. Joel tries to get a shot. Elijah called for the foul. Inbound on the baseline for the Eagles. 6:18 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 4-point differential. Michael Song going to be the one inbounding the ball. Michael Song over to Joel. Able to get this one up and over. Song gets that one back over to Joel. Shot a little bit too short. Nick gets this one out. Song over towards the right side. McKay with a shot. Not able to send that one home. It hits the near side of the lip. McKay gets this one inside the three-point line. Shot goes up. Once again, hits the shove. Comes down to the hands of Jacob. Jacob holds this one on till the 6-minute marker. Titus Bailey here with it now. Takes this one inside the zone. Stopped up by the defense. Finds Sean. Sean on that baseline shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Gets this one up over the rainbow. Jacob Good here with it now with a shot. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Nick gains possession. Goes over to Drake. Drake going to bring this one out. I'm sorry if I'm breathing into the microphone. It's kind of hard to see where it's at. McKay on that right wing with a shot. Not quite able to score on that one. Jacob Good's going to pick that one up. Over to Rostelli it goes. Rostelli met up by Song at that half-court line. Rostelli tries to cut over. Swatted away. They're going to say the last point of contact was Song's hand. Jacob Good here to inbound it. Gives it over to Rostelli. Rostelli right around that neutral zone. Michael Song there to say hello. Michael Song on the hold. 1-1 for Drew Rostelli. 5:14 remaining in the game. Drew's first shot. Scores! He gets a shot for a second. 23-26. It's only a one-shot game now. Secondary goes up and in. Drew's 2 for 2. Very nice. Getting the most points out of that possible situation. Joel gets that chucked down, but bobbled away by Sean. McKay on that right wing. Met up by Bailey. Going to go off of Bailey and out of bounds is the deeming call by the referee. 5:05 remaining in the game. 26 for the Eagles, 24 for the Panthers. Here's Michael Song with the inbound. Titus Bailey there to say hello. Goes over to Drake. They're going to say the ball hit the ground on. They're going to say the ball hit the line on that bounce pass, and it will be going the other way. Drew Rostelli here coming out the other way. Hits that half-court line. 5 minutes remaining in this game. 2-point differential. The crowd's acting like there's only 10 seconds on the clock. Titus Bailey with that shot, not able to score on that one. Goes off of McKay, Jacob, and then into the hands of Drew Rostelli. Rostelli gets that one over. Whistle is blown. Coming out the other way. Nick Flatt here with it. It's inbounded. Gives it over to Drake. Drake's looking to make some magic happen. I've seen it in those fingertips, and I believe that that'll be the deeming factor that brings it home for the Eagles. Drake with a shot. Not able to score, but does draw the foul on Elijah. Elijah not happy with that. I believe he was called for the block. Drake has an opportunity to extend this lead to 3 with this shot. First one wasn't quite able to make that one in. Let's see if the second verse is any different. Secondary goes up and in, makes it 27-24. Here's Drew Rostelli bringing this one out. Hugs towards that left side of the court, stopped up at the three-point line. Michael Song there to keep pace with him all the way. Michael Song gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And he's called for the reach. I know how to English, but just not today. Seth Dunlap comes onto the court and looks like he'll be taking the spot of Elijah Toth. Elijah Toth in a little bit of foul trouble, perhaps. It's going to take a little bit of time to clear his head and come back even stronger than before. Drew with the first shot, not able to score on that one. Referee says that you cannot clap while he shoots. We're going to say McKay did so. Shot goes up and scores. Oh, that's got to be a kick to the gut for the Eagles. Secondary shot goes up and in. Makes it a 1-point game. There's Ben Drake with it now. Heads over towards that right side, met up by Titus. Able to get the pass through to Joel. Joel in that right corner gets this one back out to Song. Over to Drake it goes. Shot goes up for 3. Scores! And that'll bring it up to 30-26. 4 points remaining. We got plenty of time remaining in this game. Oh boy, you picked a good game to tune into. Drew able to get this one over to Jacob in that right inner corner. Able to find Seth. Seth shoots. Goes straight up. You're going to say it was tipped off of Drake, and it will be a white ball. I saw it different, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Jacob good here with it, able to send that one up and over. Titus able to keep that one alive. Over to Rostelli. Rostelli bringing this one into the offensive zone. Finds Sean. Sean shoots. Scores! Holy smoke! That was a beautiful series of events for the Panthers. Brings them within 2. Drake able to take this one down the line. Called for the block. Jacob good called for the block. Ball on the baseline. A full timeout by the First Baptist Eagles. Eagles at 30, Panthers at 28. 3:34 remaining in the game. And, yeah, we can't be right back because there's nothing to go to. So it's just me. It's just me, you, a gallon of Mountain, or whatever you want to call it. A gallon. They don't even sell Mountain Dew in gallons. So I'm trying to say, it's me, you, a map of North Dakota, a pint of chocolate milk. It's just a good time. I mean, I don't have chocolate milk, but if you have the list of things you need to enjoy a Slipper X Sports Network broadcast, you have your gallon of chocolate milk, you have your map of North Dakota or South Dakota, whichever you're fancy, and you're just here for a good time. And I'll try to deliver that best I can with the amount of professionality that I can possibly have. Yeah. That's all I got for you. I've given up on doing color commentary. It's just all whatever nonsense I can fill into a timeout. And if you tune in for that, good for you. If not, cool beans. All right. Going to be blue and bound in the Panthers zone. Michael Song going to be the one to do so. Able to get this one over to McKay. McKay with a shot. Scores for 3! Dang, 33-28. We got a ball game. That's a decent amount of lead right there. 5 points. It's a decent amount of lead. I'll put it that way. Drew Stelly tries to get this one over to Seth. Seth with a shot. Not able to score on that one. Comes down to Drake. Drake trying to bring this one out. Drake into the offensive zone. Stops up. Keeps on trucking. Able to find McKay. McKay fakes the shot. Comes back out towards that left wing. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Comes down to Joel and scores. It's 35-28. Joel Mandrell is going to call timeout for the Slipper Rock Panthers. 2:57 remaining on the clock. Panthers letting the score slip a little bit in those series of events. There's going to be a substitution amongst all things. Seth Dunlap's going to go off, and I believe the one coming onto the court is Elijah Toth. I mean, all right, whatever. I don't have any more fun facts. You want me to look up fun facts? I'll look up fun facts. There's going to be another timeout, I guarantee it. You want Chuck Norris jokes? I don't know. I don't know what. Knock, knock. Who's there? The Kool-Aid Man. Kool-Aid Man who? Oh, yeah. Is that what you want? I don't know. McDonald's calls frequent users heavy users. I don't know. The average person spends 6 months of their life waiting for a red light to turn green. There you go. There's a nugget of wisdom for you. 3 minutes remaining in this game. Drew Stelly here to bring this one up. Michael Song there, vigilant as ever. That's the one I was looking for. Nick able to get this one over to Drake. Drake trying to take his time bringing this one out of his own zone. Drake cuts over towards that right side of the court, hugs that right wing, gets onto the baseline on that right inner corner, looking to bounce this one back out, able to chuck that rock up into the moon and back. It looks like McKay outside that three-point line gets that one down to Joel. Joel at the free throw line finds Drake with a shot. Not able to score, and that one comes down to the hands of Jacob. Good. Over to Rostelli. Rostelli going to bring this one out. Michael Song there to keep pace with him, able to get this one over to Sean. Sean inside the zone. Stops, shoots. Not able to score on that one. Goes off Joel. Jacob good there to pick that one up over towards that right side. Titus Bailey. Titus called for the travel. Okay. 2:09 remaining in the fourth quarter of play. 35 for the Eagles, 28 for the Panthers. And no matter what the outcome is, it was a well-fought game. Drake able to get that one down to McKay. Over to Drake once more. Drake with the three-point shot. Scores! 2-point shot, my bad. Referee signaled not for 3, but for 2. Rostelli here bringing this one down into the zone. Stops up. Cuts back in towards that middle. Finds Bailey with a shot. Scores! Holy cheese and crackers! Bailey throws it down without even breaking a sweat. 31-37 being the score. Song able to get this one back over to Drake. Hits his leg instead. Goes over to Sean. Sean bringing this one down. Only one to beat. Scores! Holy smoke! Panthers lighting it up like a Christmas tree. They're as hot as a firecracker right now in the gymnasium. 4-point differential. 1:15 on the clock. Drake going to try to burn some time off that clock. Drake able to get this into the offensive zone. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Titus comes down with it. Very little time remaining. 1 minute, just crossing that threshold. All right, Titus gets a shot for 2. Oh, that's going to bring it real close. Foul is on number 1 in the blue jersey. Is that 4? Is that 5? No motion from the scorebook table, so it must have just been 4. 1-1 for Titus Bailey. If he makes the first, he gets a shot for a second. If not, it's business as usual. First goes up, hits a shelf. Nick gets a hand on that one, finds Drake. 52 seconds. Panthers got to pressure him. Drake able to get this one over to Joel, over towards that left side. McKay with a three-point shot. Goes up, hits the top part of the backboard, and is deemed out of bounds. 43 seconds exactly. 33 for the Panthers, 37 for the Eagles. Timeout by the Eagles. No time. The timekeeper didn't flip the switch. Therefore, everything's all spiffy jiffy. All right, fun facts. The more calories you burn more calories sleeping than you do watching TV. What else is there? A single cloud can weigh more than 1 million pounds. Did you know that? I didn't. A human will eat. All right, that one's just gross. I'm not going to say that one. There are more possible iterations of the game chess than there are atoms in the known universe. That one's neat. I'm going to use that one later. Geek out to all my nerd friends. You know, Melvin. All right, 43 seconds remaining. The crowd is fired up like a hamster on Red Bull right now. 4 points is the differential. Drew Rostelli here bringing this one out. There's Michael Song. Rostelli cuts over towards that right side. Titus tries to set a pick, not quite able to make that one effective. Jacob fakes the shot, goes over to Elijah. Elijah turns, shoots. A little bit of skin contact was made, no whistle was blown. McKay able to get this one up into the air. Rostelli swats that one back. Over to the hands of Titus. Titus brings this one down, fakes a three-pointer. Goes over to Sean. Sean on that left wing. Shot goes up for 2. A little bit too short, not enough arc on that one. Nick gets a hand on that one, goes over to Drake. 12 seconds remaining. Drake gets this one down into the zone. Whistle's blown. Drew called for the reach. 7 seconds remaining. Then Drake gets another shot for 2 foul throws. Foul shots, free throws. That's what I was looking for. I combined the 2 and got something that doesn't exist. First one is a good one, makes it 38-33. I did the thing too many times, I'm sorry. Shot goes up and in, 39-33, and that's going to seal the deal. Jacob Good inbounds this one to Titus. Titus going to bring this one down with a lot of haste. 5 seconds remaining. Not able to send that one home, and they're going to say that's going to be the end of the game. Final score of the fourth quarter conclusion is going to be 33 for the Panthers, 39 for the Eagles. Both teams are going to line up and give their high fives, their good games and good sportsmanship. And yeah, it's been a well-fought game. The Eagles out there just giving it their all. I think that one thing that would make the game more interesting is the lack of Ben Drake, because that tilted the scale tremendously. He's the player of the game. The Slipper X Sports Network player of the game is Ben Drake, number 2 from the First Baptist side. He had more points than I could count. If I had the time, I would go over there, find the tally, and bring it back to you guys, but I do not have that. So if you're keeping track at home, it's probably well into the double digits. Going out of the second quarter, it was in the double digits. Either way, thank you for tuning in. This is Slipper X Sports Network. I've been Gabriel Eisler. I'm not going to be after this. It's just, I don't know what I'm saying. I need sleep. Either way, thank you for tuning in. Next home game will be next Tuesday. I'm not sure who it's against. I don't have that on my schedule. All I know is the next home game is Tuesday. We play Mount Carmel tomorrow. I'm not sure if that will be recorded or not. It'll depend on my scheduling and what happens throughout the day. But either way, thank you for tuning in. It's much appreciated. And I'll see you next time. Yeah, there's Mark.